Hey everybody, we are going to start our conversation about plants. All right, here we have the word that we are focusing on, plants. A plant is a living thing that grows in the ground, usually has leaves or flowers, and needs sun and water to survive. So these are going to be things that we're going to remember. This picture is what we're always going to see when we're talking about the word plant in all of our vocabulary, definitions, all of our unit on plants. So remember this word plant, and it grows in the ground, usually has leaves or flowers, and needs the sun and water to survive. Okay, I took away the word. Can anybody remember what that word is? Here's the picture we're seeing. It's something that is living, it grows in the ground, and usually has leaves or flowers and needs the sun and water to survive. All right, it's plant. Plant is the word that we are missing up on the top. Okay, now I'm also going to take away the definition. See if you can remember. What is this picture of? This is a picture of a plant. Do you remember what plants need to grow? They need sun and water, and most of the time plants either have, can you see the picture on here? Leaves or flowers. Nice job. All right, here's a picture of a flower. A flower is a part of a plant that's often brightly colored that usually lasts a short time. So I'm sure you've seen flowers in your lifetime. Flowers can be different colors. I see this one is pink, but there can be lots of different colors of flowers. You may have seen some that are red, some that are yellow, some that are orange, or even white. The flower is the fruit or seed that develops from this part of the plant. All right, let's continue on. What word did I take off of the top? What is this a picture of? It's a flower, yes. So the part of the plant that's often brightly colored, and it doesn't usually last a long time. It's a short period of time that those flowers actually bloom, so we can see the colors of the flower. And the fruit or the seed develops from this part of the plant. Okay, what's this picture? It's a flower. Nice job. So this flower is pink. And what else do we know about flowers? Should we go back and check? It blooms for a short period of time, and this is where the fruit and the seed come from. So let's take a look. Nice job. Often brightly colored, usually lasts a short time, and the fruit or seed develops from this part. Awesome. All right, let's check our next word. A leaf. So this leaf is green. Here's the word leaf. L-E-A-F, leaf. So one of the flat and typically green parts of the plant that grow from a stem or a twig. So some people call them stems, some people call them twigs, some people might just call it a stick. This is where you're going to see the leaf of the plant. Okay, let's see if you remember what the word is. Flat and typically green parts of a plant that grow from a stem or a twig. Also said stick. It is a leaf. Nice job. So we're all pretty familiar with leaves. All right, what is this picture? It is a leaf, and where does it grow from? The twig or the stem or the stick part of the plant. Nice job. And what color are they usually? They are usually green. Did you hear me almost say orange? I kind of said usually and orange and green all at the same time. All right. Here is the root of a plant. It grows underground and gets water from the ground and holds the plant in place. So when somebody says, you might have heard somebody say that this is where they're rooted. This is where they came from. And that's when somebody says that, they're kind of talking about where they belong, where they're from, where they grew up. So if you think of that, you kind of think of a plant as the same thing. So the roots of the plant are in the ground. That's what's holding the plant in place. Okay, so this arrow is going to be important because you might see a picture that looks like this, but we really need to focus on where the arrow is, because the arrow is helping us know which part of the plant it's talking about. So remember, the roots grow under the ground and it gets water from the ground, holds the plant in place. So this word is a root. Maybe people say root, kind of like potato. We're going to call it a root. All right, the part of the plant that grows underground is called the root. Nice job. So it's getting that water from the ground, also holding the plant in place. This is a root. Nice job. So this picture up here is a root. Again, the arrow points to the bottom. That's the part of the plant that's called the root. And where does it grow? under the ground. Nice job. So we could probably pretend that there's dirt right here and that these roots are underneath the ground. Here's the seed. Seeds can look very, very different. We have seen, I'm sure you've seen peanuts and sunflower seeds and acorns and things like that. These are all different kinds of seeds. So we're going to see this picture when we're doing some work with our vocabulary. So this picture is seed, a small object produced by a plant, and then a new plant can grow from these. So the seed is what the plant will begin as. All right, what is this picture? It's a seed. Okay, so again, it's produced by the plant, and then new plants can grow from these. Okay, here's another picture. I took away the word what. What is this called? It's not called a nut, but it's called a seed. Yeah, so this is the seed. And the plants produce these. And what else? This is where the plants begin. This is where they grow. Nice job. So this is a seedling. So do you see the seed right here? So this is where the seed starts to break open and the seedling comes out. Okay, so the plant grows from this seed. So this picture, excuse me, is a picture of the plant beginning to grow from this seed. So a seedling, it's kind of like a baby coming out of a seed, a seedling. All right, seedling is the word that we're missing, right? So we still see the seed, but we notice that it's just this baby seed and something is starting to grow out of it. Okay, so a young plant that has grown from a seed. So seedlings are when the plant is just little. So is this plant young or old? It's just beginning. So it's a young plant that's growing from this seed. So that means it's called a seedling. Nice. Okay, again, notice this arrow right here. It's pointing to this part of the plant. So we know this part down here are the roots. We've already talked about that. This part in the middle is called the stem. So here's the word stem up here, the long and thin part of the plant that rises above the soil and supports the leaves and the flowers. So this part is going to help support. So the roots are going to help stabilize, and this is going to help support the leaves and the flowers on the plant. All right, what is this called again? Here's the arrow pointing. Nice job. Yep, so up here we know these would be the leaves, these would be the roots, and this part right here is the stem. Awesome. So this part comes above the soil and it supports the leaves and the flowers. Okay, do you remember what this part is called? The stem. All right, and what does the stem support? The leaves and the flowers. Awesome, nice job. So this part right here supports the leaves and the flowers. Okay, here's the soil. This picture looks a little bit silly because it kind of looks like a bag, but I'm assuming that this part right here would be the ground. And then this is just kind of a pretend picture digging under the ground. So the soil or the dirt, this is the top layer of the earth where the plants grow. So there's lots and lots more dirt down here in the real world, but in this picture, this is what we're going to see. So we're going to see this patch of dirt. Okay, so we're going to call it soil, and this is what where the plants are growing. Okay, so we can pretend that we can see the roots down here. This is where the stem would grow and the leaves and flowers up on the top. Okay, so what is another name for this? The top layer of earth where the plants grow. This is called the soil. Nice job. So it's kind of a fancy word for dirt. Okay, so this is called the soil. I just said the word. Do you remember it? The soil. Nice job. So this is the part of the earth that grows? The plants. Awesome. Our main focus, the plants. This is where the plants can grow in the soil. Nice job.